I ain't going down that rabbit hole. You're not going to get me. What is going on, Internet? Eric Bandholz back again with another amazing episode from Beardbrand Alliance. I hope all is going well on the other side of the Internet. Let's talk about being a man. A man. All right, I got a little annoyed with a comment on Carlos's recent beard dye video talking about how essentially a man doesn't dye his hair, that should be left for the women. And I'm here to tell you that kind of mentality, it ain't right. It ain't right, and you shouldn't be having it. Now, I say this coming from a place where I myself have frequently had that kind of mentality, especially when I was younger, trying to come into my own, kind of understand who I was as an individual. I felt this pressure from society to behave a certain way, to act a certain way, to treat people a certain way. And really those thoughts and feelings weren't coming from my own internal desires. They were coming from, this society. The reality in grooming, a hair dryer, hair dye, Rogaine, anything is a tool that you use to achieve an outcome. I think the problem comes in when people are using this tool as a way to overcome a kind of insecurity, and instead they should kind of own up to it. Just like if you get a transplant, I think you take confidence in using that medical procedure to help you achieve a goal. Just like I go and I lift weights to get stronger, I don't feel insecure about using weights because I know the weights are helping me get to where I want to go as an individual. Now, if you don't want to lift weights, that's fine. There's no right or wrong way to be healthy. There isn't one single fit-all for all of man across the world. There are guys who prefer to get in shape from, like marathons or bicycling or running, walking, hiking, camping, so many different ways to be physically fit. Then why are you going to say this is the way you need to do it? The same with your own grooming journey. There's so many different ways to embark on your journey. Do you want to color your hair? Do you want to go bald? Do you want to fight it and use minoxidil and finasteride and do hair transplants? All those are options that you can do. And it's totally rad that we have these options, and you're not any more of a man or less of a man depending on your decision to go for yourself. For those who don't know, Beardbrand has been around for a decade, and I used to be a financial advisor. I was a financial advisor, and there was a lot of unspoken pressure that as a financial advisor, you cannot grow a beard. You cannot have facial hair. That if you grew a beard, you were unkempt, you weren't clean, you weren't going to be able to build trust with your clients. You had to look a certain way, had to wear a suit and tie. Those kind of pressures led me to start Beardbrand as a way to help guys feel confident about growing a beard in environments where you traditionally could not grow a beard. So financial advisors, entrepreneurs, salespeople, dentists, doctors, lawyers, all these like ministers, priests, any kind of walk of life 20 years ago, you would not be able to grow facial hair. And I just thought that was dumb. I thought that was dumb that genetically speaking, we can grow facial hair. It's part of who we are as individuals. Why can we not show the world who we are as an individual? I think we can. And that's the crux of the whole problem is like your actions are defined by what you in your mind think society wants or doesn't want. The reality is like there are over 330 million people here in America. There's 7 billion people on the world. You're going to be able to find a group of people who are for or against anything. So if you chase this avenue of trying to do what you feel like your community, your area, your little island, whatever it may be, your country, your state, if you're trying to do what you feel like that should be done to fit into that group, you're going for a bad time. You're in for a bad time. Now, in my opinion, your journey needs to be your own. And it's okay to explore. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to think you want something. And after you go and you do it, you find out it doesn't work for you. It's okay to change paths. Being a man or woman doesn't define the things that you should have interest in. I know plenty of men who are into cooking, who are into sewing, who are into fashion design. Even our own Greg Berzinsky made his daughter's prom dress, and it is absolutely stunning, amazing, and beautiful. And he's not letting these societal expectations hold him back from a very special thing that he could do for his daughter, and a story that she's going to have for the rest of her life. If you've been a longtime subscriber here, you know, or hopefully you know, that's the message we have. Like, embark on your own journey, take your own pathway, work to improve yourself to the best of your ability, find the passion, enjoy the present, and not really value yourself based on externalities, because the reality is you can't control society. You can't control hell. You can't control your children, your dog. You can't control. Man, the only thing you can control is the person looking back at you in the mirror. And my goal for you is to love that man looking back at you in the mirror. And for a lot of you guys, it's learning how to groom and finding a grooming routine that works. But for some of you who are new in the journey, maybe the younger kids out there, you feel like you're not a man if you use a hairdryer. You're not a man if you use sea salt spray. You're not a man if you use like concealer to touch up acne, things like that. None of that dictates your masculinity. You're a man if you're a man. And that's kind of how it is, especially in 2020. Not to go political. You're a man if you're a man. If you think you're a man, you're a man. I ain't going down that rabbit hole. You're not going to get me. So I hope things are going well for you. And you're on your journey. And you're on a good journey. As always, thanks for watching. Cheers. Keep on growing. Whoever knew sweat could smell so good? I did, because I've been using Beardbrand's new deodorant. Grab it at beardbrand.com.